It's not a pill. I get this pill, then I'll have all the hope I need. Hope is a person. And there's only one person that you can put that hope in. Jesus Christ. He is the hope of the world. That's why it's split into AD and BC. That's why your birthday is dated according to this event. You need to get to know Jesus. And since Jesus raised himself from the dead, we know that there's life after death. Here's what we have. Look at the next verse. 1 Peter 1. Now, we live with a wonderful expectation because Jesus Christ rose from the dead. So we know death's not the end. For God has reserved a priceless inheritance for his children. That's you who've trusted in him. It is kept in heaven for you, pure and undefiled, beyond the reach of change and decay. And God, in his mighty power, will protect you until you receive this salvation because you are trusting him. What does that verse say? Well, let me summarize it all in this. Once you've trusted God for salvation, it is not your job to keep yourself saved. It's the Savior's job to keep you saved. It says he will protect you. He will make sure you get to heaven. He will guard what you've given to him. When my kids were little, Kay and I took them on vacation to the Grand Canyon, and my two youngest, the boys, Josh and Matthew, immediately jumped out of the car, ran right up to the edge like this. That ain't going to happen. So I went out and I grabbed their hands, and they grabbed mine. They were fine. They put their hand in my hands. We started walking down the path, and they started squirming and started trying to say, I don't want to hold on to Daddy anymore. And they didn't want to hold on to my hand, but I was not going to let go of theirs because I am a loving Father. When you come to Jesus and you go, God, I'm giving you my whole life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's not clean up your life and then come to Jesus. It's like, God, here's my greasy hands, my dirty hands, my filthy hands. God, just all the mess in my life. I put my hand in your hand, and God grabs your hand. Put your hand in the hand of the man and still the water. And he grabs your hand. And then, as life goes on, there are going to be some moments that you don't want to hold on to God's hand. God, I'm going to a party tonight with a bunch of unbelievers. I'd like to not be a believer for about an hour, okay? And I like to pull. And you may want to let go of God's hand, but he's not letting go of yours. Once you have been saved, he will keep you safe. That's the hope you have. A lot of people think, I don't want to give my life to God because what happens if I start on it and then I kind of mess up and screw up and fail and then I'll feel really stupid and then I lose my salvation. No, you won't. That's not what the Bible says. It is safe, secure, it's paid for, it's done.